Thank you for joining us. Can you imagine being one of the disciples of Jesus and you pointed to this magnificent temple and then Jesus says, well, not one stone's going to be on top of another. And then he walks away and he leaves the temple and he crosses the Kidron Brook and he goes up on the Mount of Olives. And the things that he's about to say in Matthew 24, a lot of scholars will call that the Olivet Discourse. So if they ever say that, it's what Jesus said about end times while he was sitting on the Mount of Olives with his disciples. And so they've got questions. As he was sitting on the Mount of Olives, it says here in Matthew 24, the disciples came to him privately saying, tell us, when will these things happen and what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age? Okay, now by coming, it's the word parousia, which means actually coming into power, being manifested as somebody of authority. So it's not like you've gone away and you've come back. But see, they didn't understand that he was going to go away and then come back and rule. They thought that he was going to rule right there during his first coming. In Luke chapter 19, they're on their way back to Jerusalem for the last time. And it says in Luke 19:11 that they thought the kingdom of heaven was going to come immediately. In other words, Jesus' parousia, his manifesting himself as the ruler, was going to happen as soon as he got back to Jerusalem. And so he told a parable. And the parable was about a nobleman that went away to receive a kingdom and then came back to judge the people that he had put in charge of things. And in that same parable, it says there were some that did right, and then there was the guy that didn't have any faith, and he hid what was given to him. But then it also said that there were some people that didn't want him to reign over them. And so when he came back, he rewarded the people who were faithful. He didn't reward the person who wasn't. And then it says he killed the people that didn't want him to rule over them. Jesus was saying, this is the way the kingdom's going to be. I'm going to go away. And then I'm going to come back. And then we'll have judgment. And then I'll fight my enemies. But right now, my mission's about something else entirely. So, Jesus says, don't let anybody mislead you. Okay, what's going to happen is the rapture of the church is going to take place. That's the next thing that needs to take place after the resurrection of Jesus. And when that happens, 7 years of great tribulation is going to hit the world. The entire church, everybody who's a believer in Jesus, will be snatched away immediately. That's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. And then 7 years of great tribulation going to hit the world. Now, can you imagine all of those people disappearing and great tribulation hitting the world like it never been before? Folks will really be vulnerable. Folks are really going to be desperate, looking for somebody to help them out of this mess. So listen to what he says. Many will come in my name saying, I'm the Christ, and will mislead many. Yeah. So he's saying, whoever the Jews are and whoever are the people who become Christians during that 7 years, watch out, because there are going to be a whole lot of people that are going to try to take advantage of the desperate situation in which folks find themselves. But the scripture says that it will come like a thief in the night. This is 1 Thessalonians 5. But it says believers, it won't come as a thief in the night for them because they're ready. They're going to be snatched away before it ever comes. Almost done. But Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, Jesus is speaking to the church of Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia in Turkey. Okay. And he says, because you have kept my word, I will keep you from the great tribulation, the great time of testing that I'm going to bring upon the whole world. If that isn't an indication that the church misses out on that 7 years, I don't know what is. So the most important thing for you is to make sure that you have given your life in faith to Jesus Christ so that that day won't overtake you like a thief. But you'll miss out on all of that hell on earth. God bless you real good. All done.